Hey y'all, this is Tanya from what was the Crafter's Place. I've changed the name to Nova Rose Creations. The reason being is it's been so long since I've done this channel that I kind of want to rebrand and reboot. And Nova Rose came to me out of the blue one day. Nova means new start, new beginnings, and Rose stands for beauty. And my life is blessed and beautiful, and I'm hoping that y'all will come along and follow me as I do my day-to-day crafting and cooking and whatever I do. So I want to keep this short because I want to get in the kitchen. I'm wanting to make onion rings. Do y'all want to make onion rings? Come follow along with me and we'll see if we can make some onion rings. I will try to take video and edit it so that it makes sense. Like I said, I'm new to all of this. I did have a ring light on, but you can see the little rings in my glasses, and that was bothering me, so I re-recorded it. But anyway, let's get started. Oh, like, follow, and subscribe, or however that goes. Hit the notification bell if y'all want to keep up with me. Okay, I've got the cookie sheets wrapped in foil and parchment paper put on top. This is in prep to get ready to make the onion rings. And I have the draining, this prep station, I guess you could say. I'm going to put the flour in one, and I'm going to put the batter for the, not the flour, the breadcrumbs in one, and the, no, that's right, the flour in one, the bread and the batter in the other to do the onion rings. It'll make more sense in a little bit. Anyway, this is my setup. And now I got to make my batter. Okay, here we are with the basic supplies for the onion rings. And I follow a recipe. I found the recipe on allrecipes.com. It's called Old Fashioned Onion Rings. And it's my go-to onion rings. The original recipe was by Jeannie, Mom of 3. I'm going to give her credit. It's an awesome recipe. My husband says it's the best he's ever had. I always, when I make this, because it's very messy to make, but when I make it, I make a bunch because they freeze well. And so I will tell you what I'm putting in there, but not the exact amounts, because really, y'all need to go search this up on all recipes and try to find it. I don't want to take credit. It's not my recipe, but it is a very good recipe. But it calls for flour, eggs, baking powder, salt, milk as needed. You want to make it to the kind of the consistency of pancake batter. It calls for breadcrumbs and, of course, oil for frying. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm going to pause it here and get my batter made up. It's going to look at the consistency of pancake batter when I'm done. Oh, I forgot. Before we actually make it look like pancake batter, you need to put all of the dry ingredients in, whisk them together real well, and then you'll take your onions, which you have them sliced, and run them through the flour to dust them with flour. Okay, I set the flour mixture, the dry ingredients, I set on the side. I'm fixing to slice up my onions. I get the largest onions I can find. And this time of year in Texas, the Texas 1015 onions are amazing. They were developed, I don't know the full story, but they were developed here in Texas at some university, and they're really sweet. They're good onions. But you can see this thing is as big as my hand almost, and I've got several of them. Well, I've got 6 or 7 of them, I think, but I'm going to do 3 right now. I may have to cut some more later. Like that, I do a bunch at a time. So let's get these cut up. And what you want to do is, and I'm Southern, y'all. This isn't the way I was taught. Watch me slap my thumb over. But I was taught, dang, to cut, there we go, to cut them like that. And you peel them, and then you slice them. So let me get these peeled, and I'll be back and we'll get them, some of them sliced up. Okay, got them peeled. Now I'm going to slice them. The recipe does call to slice them in about 1/4 of an inch thick slices. And what you do is you slice them, and I don't ever really measure, but you slice them and then you break them into little rings. You don't break them, but take them apart into rings. And after we get them all into that, then we will dredge through the flour mixture. So I will be back in just a minute for that. This is my little clicker thing to make it record Bluetooth. I cleared off the table so y'all could see a little better maybe. So this bowl only held 2 of the onions. So here we go. We just dip them into here and just kind of get them flour on it, and then I'm going to put it in this other bowl. It normally is not this quiet around here, y'all. I actually have the house to myself today. Normally my husband is here and the TV is going, and we've got dogs and a cat, and sometimes the grandbabies are running around. It's just normally not this quiet, so just be forewarned. Future videos may not be this quiet, but we dredge it like this, put it in here. I'm going to do that to all of these onions and transfer them to this bowl, and then I'll get the batter made for them. I'll be back. Oh, what dredging this does, I should have told you that ago when I first started, but what dredging it through the flour does, in my opinion, I'm not a professional chef, and I don't know this for a fact, but when you peel and slice the onions, to me, they feel kind of wet. And when you dredge them through the flour, it kind of dries them. And then that way, when they go through the batter, I think the batter stays better. Okay, here we go. I'm out of camera, but right here's the onions, and here's the batter. You take the deals, and you can put more than one in at a time. Makes it a little faster, and kind of just knock them all. And sometimes they break, but that's okay. They'll still eat. Get them off in there. I don't know. I've never done this with gloves in the past. I've just used my hands, but I thought this might be better. Maybe not. Okay. Once you get them coated, then you take and you put them on these drying racks. They're actually what I use. They're for like cooling cookies and stuff. I've got a bunch of them. And you just layer them, and this whole counter. I took a picture of it earlier. The whole counter is lined with these drying racks. I'm gonna fill it up, and then you let them drip. That batter drip for a little bit, and then we're going to coat them in the breadcrumbs, and then they will go on the cookie sheets that are lined with, well, they're covered with foil and lined with parchment paper. They'll go on those and go in the freezer to what I call flash freeze for a little bit, to get them to where you can put them in bags, and then you can store them in the freezer till you get ready to cook them. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I lost the gloves. I couldn't, this didn't work. So they've all, well, as much as I could, I filled up everything. It's been battered. Now I'm going to put them in the breadcrumbs, and then onto the cookie sheet that's been wrapped in foil and lined with parchment paper. And then they will go into the freezer for about 30 minutes to an hour. So, to flash freeze. And when I do this part, I generally do them kind of one at a time, just because, I don't know, I just do. So, I just kind of cover them like that. Give them a little shake. And then put them on the cookie sheets. Kind of in the same fashion that I've got them on the strain rack. The bigger ones with the smaller ones in the middle makes more room. So I'm going to get these put done and put in the freezer and get the others done, and then I'll come back and show you them when they come out of the freezer. Okay, y'all, we're back. They've been in the freezer and they've set up, and now I'm bagging them up. If y'all can see what they look like on the seal, and I went ahead and fixed our supper while some of these were setting up. So I think in total we've got about probably 3.5 gallons of onion rings, because we did eat some with supper tonight. And I took a picture of my plate, so I'll put it in here somewhere. I can figure all that out. You don't want to overstuff them, because if they get crushed, that's probably not good. To fix these, the way I do them is I keep them frozen until right when I want to put them in the oil. And I have a deep fryer, and that's how I fix mine. I bet they'd be good in an air fryer if you wanted to try that. The recipe says to heat your oil and fry them in a skillet. In an oil, but I use the deep fryer for mine, like Fry Daddy. It's not Fry Daddy, but it's a deep fryer anyway. So I hope y'all have enjoyed watching me make these, and I will try to find the recipe on All Recipes and link it down below. If you have, I would love to hear comments. If you make them, just tell me what you think about them. My family loves them. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day and good night. Bye.